Hello everyone, and welcome back to the show. Because it's my show. Because Malice never really existed. Because it's my show, and he's not real. Because it's all mine. Just a moment.
You just stay right there!
Shit. What do I do? I guess there's only one thing I really can do for now. Bye! Escaped again, damn it! No matter. Wherever you go, Matt, I can always bring you back. I'm gonna make some plans for you. But I suppose first things first. Been meaning to make some improvements to this outfit. There. That should be an improvement. Well, I think it's time to get back down to business, shall we? Obviously, what Matt had planned is not going to happen today, because he had to go and piss me off, trying to take over the show while I was busy, I guess you might call it hibernating. Cold is not my kind of season. And the fact that he's pissed me off enough to actually wake up in the middle of it pisses me off even more. So, fuck whatever he was going to do. Apparently, from what I'm seeing in the notes here, he was going to try and do a thing on his missing episode Rodan. I understand. Missing episodes is annoying, especially when people you trusted to keep this stuff protected lose it on you. He will have to do that on his own time, however, because now it's my fucking time. And I think I have an easy one to do. We're going to do a review of a CD. It'll be our first CD review, actually, now that I think of it. So this should be interesting. Roll it. Yes, I think I quite like the jacket being back there. It helps add a splash of color. Anyway, all jacket aside, time for today's subject. V is for Villains. V is for Villains is an Illinois-based band. They have done some local stuff throughout the state, and are actually awarded now for their work. They have done numerous live shows, and I have encountered them a couple of times. And actually, with their permission, I am allowed to review this. Essentially, from what I basically understand from the creator of the band, is that each song is meant to tell its own story. And I will admit right here that I have listened to this CD numerous times in the dark, with my eyes closed, sitting back in this chair. Or the old chair, since it's... He got a new one for Christmas, didn't he? oh well. It's still comfortable. I can still relax in it. And I'm going to give you exactly my thoughts on each and every song in here from when I did this and relaxed to their music. So let's begin, shall we? Song number 1, Just Another Sinner. I quite like this song. It has a very nice beat, has some nice backup vocals here and there. The basic premise I'm getting off of this song is that this is a villain, if you will, opening up to the fact that he is a villain and slightly rejoicing on the inside about it. And the fact that he is high amongst everyone else that he believes to be no worse than himself, and will do things to reveal himself in the most dramatic of ways. A very interesting touch, and yes, I love this beat. This beat can keep going, because way too many people would stop this way too soon. Also, the middle bit right here is quite interesting. It's still the same beat, but it feels like the pace is picking up because of the background music. So, I quite like this. Yes, this is a very interesting one. Next. Number 2, Everybody Hates Me. Interesting beat. I like that they have interesting beats and it's not the same background music. Everybody Hates Me starts off, if you only listen to the skin of it, as a very whiny song, if you will. But at the same time, as a man who does things for the world, it's very much reminiscent of the fact of when you're in a bad mood and everyone seems to hate everything that you do no matter what you try doing. This is very much a song I can relate to in many different parts, in many different times, in many different days. Any rotten, godforsaken day, this song is your theme for the day. And then, because of this song, you get in that mood of, okay, so everyone hates me. Fuck them! I'll screw up their shit! So, I can totally agree with the themes of this particular song, being a villain myself. Number 3, Rise Above. Very interesting opening to this one. It's a bit of a techno beat, but it doesn't go over the top too much with it. And it very much feels to me like the theme of a villain who has finally come to realize that everyone else around him is an idiot and is about ready to go about doing his devious deeds on the world. A I'm getting ready to finally strike kind of theme, if you will, for a villain. Again, there's a nice steady beat going throughout, and the underlying anger at all the stupid normal people that seems to be the theme of this particular song just lynches onto it. Again, a very nice theme when you're getting ready to have a throwdown. Number 4, Broken Doll. You're a sick man. Oh, this has to be one of the more downer ones. And actually, originally, I will admit, I didn't quite get this song. It was one of the songs I did tend to skip at first. But when I gave it my close-eyed, calm moment, this is a song about a villain who kidnapped somebody and tried to enlighten them, if you will. Trying to convert them to the way he sees the world around him. And he kind of broke her. things didn't go so well with the experiment, and she's kinda not there anymore. Now, empty shell of a human, he plans to still not give up. There is still hope that others can be turned. Which we get a sequel to this later. Number 5. A Strange Place. A very simplistic, creepy opening, but then... Yes. From what I can gather of the lyrics of this song, it sounds like the villain is still horrified about what happened to the previous person. He has found a new person that equally spurns him on, as well as hate at the same time. A very love-hate relationship with somebody that he has suddenly grown very fond and attached to. Perhaps the next guinea pig, and maybe this time, a successful one. But he's also equal parts worried about actually doing whatever it is he does to these people, because he's afraid that he might ruin something that he could find great pleasure in, if you will. But he must go through with it anyways, in hopes that she will also see the light. On to the next. Number 6. Playing the Villain. This one starts off really grim. No singing, just this menacing background synthesized theme and the drums causing on just hammering out that beat that the drummer does so well. And what I get out of this particular song is that this is very much the theme of the villain finally doing things, getting ready to go through with it all the way, and things seem to be working quite well so far. Just need another little push and maybe things will go the way they were meant to the first time. Let's see what we can do to them, shall we? On to the next. 7. All About the Flesh. You really are a dirty old man, you know that? The title of the song kind of gives away a little bit what this is about. But I think it's also equal parts, it was a success, this stratagem with this particular person, and things are working out better than expected. So, to that, resounding success, and congrats as we have a new villain with our singing group here, if you will. Seems to be the background theme that I'm getting, at least, for this particular series of songs. Not to mention, she apparently has urges now that she started showing while being twisted by our main villain in those songs. And she's pretty much going equal parts, gonna satisfy you as well as gut you for her own satisfaction. Interesting. Number 8. The Black Swan Love Song. This one's a very dark one. I not particularly seen any actual story behind this one. Maybe I'm just not listening to it hard enough. But it's definitely a very menacing song, and things seem to still be going quite well for the main character point of view of the singer. But it seems to me that this would be a great pairing up song. A song to show as the villain group pulls itself together, becomes the new group of evil deviants getting ready to go out and do even bigger, more devious deeds. Again, and a very nice theme song for that mental image. I think this is also another song I used to skip, but it warmed up to me eventually. I think it maybe took about 2 or 3 sit-throughs before I finally got around to it, and you know what? Yeah, that's not a skippable song anymore. Number 9. Evolve or Die. The main theme song of this particular album, Evolve or Die by Vives for Villains. This is definitely one of their more memorable tracks too. There's only one other track that I can think of that challenges this song, and this song is very much a villainous theme in the idea of the villains have to evolve to become better people and do the things that they must do. Otherwise, the destruction of the earth as they see it in their own way will happen. And that's just part of being a villain now, isn't it? We don't see what we do as wrong, ever. What we do because we are trying to save you people, but you won't listen to fucking reason. So, our theme is that you must all evolve like us, or die. That's a theme I could definitely get into. Especially since I'm brainwashing this pathetic little town in the background day by day, and all of Wisconsin shall know my wrath. Number 10. A World Without Rules. This is the challenger for Evolve or Die. This song. God damn. This has pretty much been my theme song since I ever heard this music. I love this song. Dark, angry, and equal parts victorious. Just bliss in an evil, demented song. "11. The Disease." This one starts off a little slow and is quite deceiving. The mental imagery of this one in particular is particularly dark and quite menacing. I quite enjoy it. This one was also another quick latch-on, but not as almost instantaneous as the previous two. But it's still a darn good song. And it's just like this messy evil villain lullaby. As for the background that I think of when I close my eyes on this song, it's more or less the villain has been stopped, but not completely put down. He still plans to continue on with his plans, but for now, the disease of stupidity continues throughout the world, and we shall purge it one of these days. We'll be back, and you won't stop us next time. Number 12. March of the Villains. Another very dark thematic song, quite enjoyable, and I believe this is the only song that I'm aware of that has very little to no actual singing in it in its entirety. It just kinda mellows you out just a little bit enough to finally close out and you can stop listening for now. So then, I believe we've reached the point where I have to give my basic overall opinion on this soundtrack. I think this is a great CD for anyone with a slightly darker inner half in them. The imagery may be different from person to person, and even the creator's intent might not match my own for the vision of his works. But one thing is sure, both of us like the dark, gritty sounds that this band can make together. They have an interesting message for anyone with a villain's side, and their show is also an interesting watch. The CD, I believe, is only $10 due to being a self-published work, and it's worth every penny as far as I'm concerned. In short, this is a great CD if you have the heart for dark, evil, menacing things. Obviously not for the goody-goody two-shoes of the world out there, so not for everyone. But I myself, being a villain, have gone through this CD at least 20 times by now. I'm sure to give it at least 20 rounds more long before I'm ever done with it. And also, my dad has some great themes for villains. I'll see you all next time. Hi! Yeah! She holds my heart under lock and key.
showdown. Winner takes it all now.